All right, it's not often that I get to say this, but pretty sweet. Kaleidoscape just had an augmentation, let's call it, to the platform, a pricing structure change in the store that actually reduces cost. But we're talking about content here. They didn't go reducing the cost of the hardware, although I will say, as the time of recording this video right now, they actually are running some discount promos. Check out Audio Advice or other dealers. There's Strato and Terra combinations that have been marked down. But what I'm talking about here specifically is the launch of content sets in the Kaleidoscape store. Now, historically speaking, back for many years, Kaleidoscape didn't really do any kind of content bundling. You basically bought movies independently. They still ran a lot of sales. Individual films would get marked down, but we saw nothing like super bundles to significantly reduce the prices like we see, say, with Blu-ray or 4K Blu-ray physical media, where a collection of movies will come out in one release at a pretty significant price reduction over buying those movies individually. iTunes, Vudu, all these other digital stores basically offered movie series, movie packages at pretty significant discount rates. Along the way, Kaleidoscape did give us discounted bundles or super bundles for a short-term promotional period. They may put a bunch of films together in the store. If you added 2 or 3 or 4 or more movies from a series into your bundle, then the prices got really great. Sometimes down as cheap as basically like $5.99 a film. But of course, you had to wait for the specific bundle to be offered. And Kaleidoscape sales run basically for a 1-week period at a time. They refresh every Tuesday. So if you missed a bundle and you wanted those films, you may be waiting a while before that bundle came around again. But now we have fixed, constant, regular, always available content set offerings in the store, and they're looking pretty solid. We only have several of them right now as of the time of this recording. They launched it on the first day that it was announced with some Star Wars and some Disney Marvel Cinematic Universe sets. Now we've already had some more added. I would presume that as the weeks go by, we will see more and more movie series offered in these content sets. I call it a price reduction because I think it effectively is, right? If you're considering coming into the Kaleidoscape platform, or you're already here, you're regularly buying content in the store, if that content is priced cheaper, that is effectively a cost reduction for choosing Kaleidoscape and using the platform. Now, of course, the idea of adding a bundle later doesn't necessarily benefit all of us that may have already been in the platform or been owners for a while. As I looked through the content sets, or most of them that are available to date, all I pretty much see is that I already own kind of all of these movies. That's fine. But I'm happy for anything that Kaleidoscape does to open up the platform to more people, take away some of the friction or the arguments that folks may have to not buy into it. We want a strong, thriving customer base that's growing for this company. Nobody else in this hobby is offering what they offer, and so ultimately I think it's all a plus. Let's take a quick look at the store and the specific logistics of like what a content set is, what some of them are, and what the effective pricing is at. All right, here we are at the Kaleidoscape web store. I have logged out of my account again so we can actually look at the prices. So right off the bat, I think it's worth taking a look at this really quick. This is a great example of what the super bundle idea is. Again, this is a limited time promotion. We've got the new Fast and Furious movie coming. Pretty common thing for them to do when there's a new release of a series that's topical to the moment in time. Oftentimes we will see bundles for the other movies in that series. So we see here unlock super bundle pricing when you buy 4 or more movies through later on in May. Let's click in here. So by selecting at least 4 titles, we pay $7.99 each. We can see that the price currently for pretty much all of the movies in the Fast and the Furious saga is about $15 a piece. But if I were to go ahead and click on a bunch of these, we can see that I have now qualified for this promotion. And if I wanted to buy the entire series, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 movies for $71.91, $7.99 a piece. Pretty awesome. But the key here, again, being this is a temporary promotional price reduction. So let's take a look specifically, though, at those content sets. So if I go back to the Kaleidoscape home screen in the store here, and I scroll down, we can see content sets available here. And again, they started with the Star Wars one and Marvel Cinematic Universe. Since then, we've got Bourne, We got Jurassic World. We got the Bond one. The Bond one is really, really awesome to see. But let's click through a few of these. Let's go to Star Wars first. Skywalker Saga. We have 9 movies in the Skywalker Saga. Purchase the set for $114.99. Whereas if you click on any one of these individual movies, they're about $25 a piece. So we're getting a reduction here, 9 films from what would have been $175 down to $115. If we go back and take a look at some of these other ones here, let's take a look at Thor. We've got 4 movies here, the 4 Thor Cinematic Universe movies. Purchased the set for $54.99, and these movies individually are about $25, $24.99 a piece, even including the latest Thor Love and Thunder. So 4 movies, $25. That's $100 if you were buying these straight up. Content set price $54.99. It's a pretty nice, close to 50% price reduction by buying the content set. But let's take a look at a different studio here. We got Star Trek, the 10 original movies, now all upgraded on Kaleidoscape for 4K HDR. Here we can see 10 movies for $94.99, less than $10 a piece. If I tap on one of these individually, we've got one there, $19.99. I think that's a pretty normal price for the Star Trek. So yeah, $20 a piece. So hey, let's do the math again. 10 times 20, this would be $200 to buy all of these movies individually in the store at regular full listed price. Content set price $94.99, less than half or greater than half, 50% reduction in price. All right, now the big one, the James Bond collection. They're all here, 25 movies. Purchase the set for $269.99. Basically a little more than $10 a movie. MGM, one of those studios that, let's say, maybe doesn't have the most consumer-friendly pricing structure in the Kaleidoscape store. They've got room, I think, to make their content be a little cheaper through all of the different offerings and programs. But nonetheless, these movies here, nominally speaking, click on a couple of them, $29.99, right? $29.99. So what are we looking at then? Roughly $750 to buy the entire Bond set at full price in the store. Purchase set price, content set price, $270. Nice. At least we're getting into like MSRP of, say, a Blu-ray box set or a 4K Blu-ray box set. But no, you can't get the majority of these films on physical media at this level of quality. Pretty solid nonetheless. We will see what happens with the content sets as we go forward. Hopefully there'll be opportunity that we will see price reductions or temporary price reductions in sales on the content sets as well, making them even more of like a premium grab. And they have them even for some smaller sets. We've got 2 movie collection here, Top Gun, $34.99. Hey, you might go ahead and decide to pay almost that much for a single movie in the store sometimes, depending on the studio, of course. But Top Gun Maverick, MSRP, $24.99. Classic Top Gun, there you go, $34.99. So hey, you buy Top Gun in the content set, you're basically getting Maverick for free. Also pretty cool that they did go ahead and offer these. So to answer one question, they're not just going to be for movies. We have them for television shows as well. Kaleidoscape is making a push on the television side of things quite nicely in the store here. We've got Yellowstone, 4 seasons plus this 1883. I haven't watched this. I'm not actually sure what that represents, or maybe some kind of a special offshot there. But $44.99, $44.99. So a single season of Yellowstone, let's call it $50 when you count for this 1883 origin story. That's basically $200 to buy seasons 1 through 4 plus the special in the store. Content set price $85. Again, greater than a 50% discount. So overall, I think it's pretty awesome. Some of the naysayers may knock it down a little bit or knock it a little bit, wanting some other types of pricing logistics and things. And I think there is other room for improvement. For example, if I already own several of the movies in the content set, let me finish the set, right? Finish the fight. Let me buy the rest of the movies that I'm missing at some kind of a relationally discounted price. That's what we wanted for the super bundles as well. Maybe that will come. Always room for improvement, but I want to applaud. Basically, this is a platform, Kaleidoscape in general, that I really, really wanted to see a lot of awesome momentum built and forward-thinking features and additions and platform offerings and all of this stuff. I really wanted 2023 to be a banner year for Kaleidoscape, and here we are, mid-May, and man, we've gotten a lot of stuff. Overhauls to the disc to digital program, better pricing now available for content. Again, anything that makes elements of living in the Kaleidescape ecosystem cheaper is a double thumbs up from me. Let's grow the base and try to attract more folks into this awesome platform. I've been an owner and a user for a long time. I bought my own Kaleidescape hardware, and I just want to see it be awesome and more successful. So what do you think about this? Does this change the equation for you? Any of these new features and improvements as they've come along? Do they change the equation? Do they make a difference? Have you been thinking about a Kaleidescape? Are you going to join the club? Hey, and if you are, maybe buy it from Audio Advice with my affiliate links. Help out the channel with a nice kickback. There's hardware promotions going on right now for Kaleidescape Stratos and Terras. Check out Audio Advice. Use those links. And if you're going to buy and enter in the Kaleidescape ecosystem, keep in mind, I've got a Kaleidescape referral code that when you register your account, you set up your system, use that referral code. It's down in the description below. You will get a $100 movie store credit, so you could buy one of these awesome content sets or maybe two. And I will also get a $100 movie store credit as well from that referral. Otherwise, please do all that regular YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, comment, share, and come on back for more home theater discussion and fun.